at as high a risk for severe storms as we are tomorrow. So it's something to take seriously, especially with the threat of high wind gusts and tornadoes, which we'll get to in a second. First, though, today breezy and mostly cloudy, couple showers possible. Today is not the day for active weather, though. It's really tomorrow with those strong to severe storms and that elevated risk. And then it turns cooler and pleasant starting Thursday. So looking good, but kind of windy that first day of French Quarter Fest, but dry. And then through the weekend, it looks really nice. This is our big concern, though, for sure. This is our severe risk outlined for tomorrow. The levels 3 and 4, again, that's a notch up from what it was yesterday. So looking at things kind of come into a little bit better focus about a day out now. And it does look like there is going to be the ingredients set up to probably fuel some of these severe storms, unfortunately, with the threat of tornadoes. So this in particular is looking at the tornado threat and the hatched area. You may have seen this before. We often show this before severe weather events when we're kind of thinking about this. It's a hatched area that indicates strong tornadoes are possible and also long track tornadoes. So that would be the EF2, EF3 kind of thing that we're watching in this shaded area. And the threat is a little higher the farther north you go across our area and into Mississippi especially. But it does include New Orleans. So we are looking right now at the cloudy skies. Our temperature is close to 80, getting quickly into the current weather, and then I'll show you our model for tomorrow. A lot of us very close to 80, so our highs today probably lower 80s. It's also turned breezy. In fact, some gusts near 30 miles per hour at Belle Chase. And we are expecting breezy, windy conditions tomorrow. There's a wind advisory, and this is separate from the thunderstorm wind gusts. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow, you can see those sustained winds up to 30 miles per hour with some higher gusts. So it'll be a windy day. Also, with those south winds, we may see some coastal flooding. Should be pretty minor because this is not a long event. The good thing about this is moving in and out morning to early afternoon, and then I think we'll be done. This will not be hanging around into the night and Thursday. It'll be mostly a first part of the day tomorrow event. Looking at satellite and radar, we have our clouds, maybe a couple sprinkles you may encounter here or there. Only a slight chance of rain today, but look at this ugly weather, and the severe risk today is of course placed right over this part of Texas, and that's where we're seeing the green boxes. Those are flash flood warnings. The red box underlaid here, tornado watch, and there have been flash flood warnings across into northern Louisiana and lots of rain into Arkansas as well as this system inches toward us. Today, highs in the lower 80s, only a slight chance of rain. Tonight looks mainly quiet, but it will be breezy. Our lows around 70. And note the rain chance. This is more toward very early tomorrow morning. Let me show you with our model here. This is through this afternoon. Not a lot of rain here, just some mostly cloudy skies. At night, it was pretty quiet, but I've paused it here at 6. This model does have a few showers at least, and maybe some of the heaviest rain still pretty far outside our area, but it will be charging in during the morning. So we may also see, you saw this one almost just developing out ahead of that main line. That would be an area of concern for sure. When you see those supercells forming ahead of the line, they just have all that energy to tap into by themselves, whereas at least with the line, it's a little bit more spread out, although that can, of course, be very rough as well. But 8 a.m., we'll fast forward to 10 a.m. I think the peak might be roughly 9 to noon or so. This is 10. This is noon. Still some ugly storms, but there are indications by maybe 1, 2 p.m. some of this will be leaving. Now, we may still have some areas that have some street flooding because we're expecting about 1 to 3 inches of rain, maybe some spots a little more. You can see that outlined in blue here, but really heavier totals are expected in the reds off to our north. But we are going to be watching for that, as well as some high wind gusts, some large hail, not out of the question. Definitely a day to check in with WWL, download our app. Just be aware, keep your phone charged in case of warnings, and then we're treated to that pleasant weather into the weekend.
Alexandra, thank you. And we are